We don't have any orphans here. When we have, we will inform you. Just leave your address. Just a minute before there were 700. But because he is not a Catholic, he wrote letters to the newspapers. According to his letter, I criticized Mother Teresa in a public meeting. She wrote a letter to me. That the real reason is that the children who are brought up in a certain atmosphere, religious, psychological, they should be given to a family where they are not misfits. That's why we had refused. I asked her that all these children have come from either Hindu, Mohammedan, or other Indian religions. None of them has come from Catholic religion. On what grounds you are teaching them Catholicism? You should teach a Hindu child Hinduism and give it to a Hindu family. If you are sincere and honest. And in her letter she has written also that for you I will pray to God that He forgives you. So I said about the second statement, you have to take your words back, otherwise I will sue you in the court. I don't believe in any God in the first place. And who are you to pray on my behalf? I have not given you my attorney authority. And what I have done that God has to forgive me. In fact, if He meets, He has to ask me to be forgiven. Because it is He who has created this world ugly. It is He who has created Adolf Hitler, who killed 10 million people, Joseph Stalin, Benito Mussolini. He has to give explanations why these people were created by Him, if He is the creator. I have not done anything wrong. Just to question you, is it a crime? And your answer is just bogus. And these people go on teaching in a poor country like India against birth control methods, against the pill, against abortion. For the simple reason, because if there is abortion, if there is birth control, if the pill is available freely to poor people, from where Mother Teresa is going to have more orphans. The supply of orphans is needed urgently for more Catholics. That's why I call this woman is a criminal. And anybody who is teaching around the world and sees one of them, celibacy, is teaching homosexuality or lesbianism, and the ultimate result is AIDS, and these are the people responsible for it. Nobody can be celibate scientifically. And I am simply amazed. There are millions of scientists around the world, doctors around the world, and nobody says clearly that celibacy is impossible. Because it is part of your biology, and biology is not in the control of your mind. It is not that when you want to perspire you can, or you can decide that I take the vow that I will not perspire anymore. It is not within your mind. Your body has its own program, which is absolutely determined from your birth. So all your celibate saints are simply hypocrites. There has been no celibate ever, and there cannot be any celibate in future. So the ultimate result of talking celibacy and teaching that it is something holy, sacred, causes homosexuality, sodomy, masturbation, nocturnal emissions, and thousands of perversions. Even Mahatma Gandhi at the age of 70 was suffering from nocturnal emissions. And you are teaching a young boy, 14 years of age, that you have to be celibate. When he is full of sexual energy, near about 18, the boy comes to his peak of sexual energy. He can have from 3 to 5 love affairs in the night. But after 42,
forget it.
Even one is enough. And after 52, once in a week.
You are now 50.
I am 55.
Could I ask you, I've never heard your impression of Ronald Reagan, the president. Your impression of Ronald Reagan. It had nothing to do with your last answer, incidentally. It just seemed to flow.
Just a third class Hollywood cowboy actor. Nothing much. And choosing him, America has shown its own retardedness. No intelligent country can choose people of his caliber. It is strange that in America you have killed 20% of your presidents. This is the largest number in the whole world. 20% of your presidents are being assassinated. And in fact, those 20% are the most intelligent. The remaining 80% who are not killed are not worth. Because any intelligent person creates trouble in retarded people's mind. Because he wants to change, he wants to bring new ideas into existence, he wants to move country forward, and the retarded people simply want to remain where they are. So they are happy. They were not happy with Abraham Lincoln. They were not happy with Kennedy. But they are happy with Jimmy Carter. Just a fool who knew how to exercise his lips and go on smiling 24 hours. They are perfectly happy with Ronald Reagan. But America needs better people, and America has better people. But they should not come from politics. In fact, better people don't enter politics.
Journalists don't enter politics, as you pointed out earlier. Journalists don't enter politics all the time, as you pointed out earlier.
Yes. Only inferiority complex is the cause of any person becoming a politician. He feels deep down inferior, and that's why he wants to prove, no, I am not inferior, I am superior. A really superior person does not bother about proving it, he is. America should look in the universities, in the scientists, in the academies for their president. Because choosing these people presidents is simply dangerous, particularly at this time when they have so much power in their hands that they can destroy the whole planet. I am not happy with Ronald Reagan. When America has so much intelligent people, what is the need of choosing third-class people? The only reason is the third-class people fit with other third-class people. They are, of course, in majority. Somehow these third-class people have to be awakened that you may be third-class, but try to choose someone who is a first-class mind.
Do you think your comments will help your efforts to get a green card?
I don't care what happens. Whatever in the moment comes to me, I say it. What will be the consequence? I don't care a shit. Okay?
I think that answers it fairly clearly. Well, we have gone past our due allotted time, so I don't want to get your schedule too far behind kilter tonight.
No.
It's been very enjoyable discussing world events with you and the events of Oregon with you. Thank you very much.
Come again. Come on.
Okay. Thank you.
This is Derek Matheson from People's Magazine from the United States.
Glad.
First off, I don't think it's fair that the chocolate's over here. Would you care for a? Would you care for a chocolate?
No, it is for you.
Oh, okay. It's been a long week for both of us. I'm getting a little tired of hearing about Sheila. I don't know about you.
There is no need.
No. Well, I'm just wondering if we can talk about a few other things.
Yeah, that's perfectly good. Pull that microphone close to
A little
him.
closer. Okay. Do you think, I understand you used to take long drives to the Dalles and things like that. You used to take very long drives off the ranch. Do you think that when things calm down around here a bit that you might go off the ranch again?
No,
No?
never.
One sannyasin here said that you used to like to drive. Well, she said you were hell on wheels occasionally. Did you? And I think you're one of the most famous drivers in the world right now. Tell me about your fascination with driving. What is it you enjoy so much?
No, I go for a ride, but my sannyasins have made a special road for me too.
Mm-hmm.
If they can manage 100 Rolls Royces for me, they can manage a whole road also.
Have you thought about Ferraris at all?
No, I'm going.
Okay.
Half the road is complete, so I go. And the other half will be complete before the winter. So I will be going, but not outside. We have enough land inside. Outside I had to stop because of the county roads. The county has been nasty. They have not worked on the road at all. When we had come here, they used almost every month to repair it. Now for years there has been no repairing work. The road is in a bad condition.
Can you
And
tell?
I love my cars.
Uh-huh.
So I don't want my cars to go on that road. Even when the cars come here in, they come on trucks. I don't allow them to drive on that road. And soon we are going to make our own road by the side of the county road.
Is it something that relaxes you? Is it something that relaxes you? You seem like a relaxed person as it is.
Yeah, I am relaxed.
Oh,
Everything relaxes me.
including press conferences? Including press conferences. Huh?
Yeah,
Good.
press conferences are just a great joy. Because I have not come across yet any journalist who was not intelligent and who was not nice. And it was real joy to meet him.
You speak, you say wonderful things about the relationship between men and women. And you just talked a little earlier about nocturnal emissions and 14-year-old boys. Do you remember your first infatuation? with a woman?
It is difficult because women have always been infatuated with me.
Uh-huh. I have the same problem.
I don't think. And if you want,
I set you up for that.
I can ask my women to stand up. Are you infatuated with this man? Do you want voting here?
No. I've given you enough material already.
Okay.
Let's go back to when you were 13 years old or 14. Now, I'm sure you were a great-looking kid, but didn't you ever see an older woman who just knocked you out? And
I have loved so many women that it is almost impossible for me to remember who was first and who was second. I don't even remember their names. And every woman was a joy, because every woman has something unique to herself that no other woman has. So there is no question of comparison.
there's sort of an old joke in this country about the spiritual seeker who climbs mountains and travels oceans to talk to an old bearded man about the meaning of life. When you were 18 or 19, a young man, did you ever think that one day you would be that man and that people would come to you?
People were already coming.
You're not giving me a break tonight.
I don't remember a time in my childhood when I was not already thought to be something who can advise people. I had no friends of my own age ever. I had friends always far older than me. For the simple reason because they were able to understand me, what I was saying, my arguments, my way of looking at things. So it was not new and it didn't happen suddenly. It went on as back as I remember, that I was something separate.
Did that ever bother you? Do you ever miss the fact that you didn't play ball?
No. I simply thought that those who are playing football are idiots. And more idiots a country has, more the football match is enjoyed. Otherwise, what is there? There is nothing in it. Perhaps America enjoys football most. Millions of people sitting on their televisions for hours, just seeing few idiots hitting a ball from here to there. I don't see the point. If they are so much interested, they can have 18 balls and go on playing.
So you're not following the Mets this year? No. Okay.
But in America, everything is possible. You enjoy boxing, which is simply barbarous. In California University, they have been doing some survey last year that after each boxing match, violence increases 13% to the normal rate. It remains for 3-4 days after the match, and then it slowly settles down back. And still you don't stop it. And the people who are looking boxing must be somehow enjoying some identification with the boxers. Some kind of violence in them must be getting satisfied. And if the violence rate increases to 13%, it should be a simple legal matter that boxing should be a crime and should be stopped immediately.
Don't you think it's better that a lot of those fans are living out their violence vicariously?
Those are the people who must be increasing violence. So it is better to stop that boxing completely. People should be given something better. This is something exactly the same. In Rome, they were throwing Christians before the lions, hungry lions, and the very civilized people of Rome were dancing and shouting and screaming and enjoying when the lions were eating the Christians. It is nothing different from boxing. The same principle. So it seems we are not going anywhere, going round and round. And the University of California has only studied about the increase of violence. They should also study increase in rapes. And I'm certain they will find more rapes happening after the matches of boxing. They should find other things also. And everything that is criminal will have a higher rate than normal. Because you are giving people opportunity. With your films, you are giving opportunity to them for being violent. All your films are just based on violence. Your matches are violence. And still you think that the world should live in peace.
But shouldn't there be a balance between that and but what you're speaking of might amount to censorship. What do you think about censorship? Shouldn't a man be free to express anything, even if it is violent?
Man should be free to express whatsoever he wants to express, but he cannot interfere into anybody's life because the other is also free and his territory should not be entered in. If somebody wants to be violent, he can go into the mountains and beat himself. Nobody should prevent him. That is his freedom, his birthright. But his birthright is not that he should beat somebody else to death. And as far as writing is concerned, it is certainly every individual's right. Whatsoever he wants to write, he can write. But he should be ready if he is contradicted, and if he is writing falsities, then he has to be prevented. But on the contrary, something else goes on happening. One small group of atheists is publishing a book, a collection from the Holy Bible, in which they are collecting all the pornographic sections in the Holy Bible. And it is 500 pages. And that proves Holy Bible to be the biggest pornographic book in the whole world.
We'd be selling this here.
Yes. And once that book is published, we are thinking to publish it with pictures and colored pictures on glossy paper, because that is the ancient source of all Playboy magazines. But I was informed that already people are trying, government, to prevent the publication of the book. Now this is against freedom of expression. If those people are putting anything wrong, anything that is not in the Bible, you have the right to contradict in another book, but you cannot prevent them.
You say that as long as you can remember, you felt different and separate. And I understand that you have a discourse on the time you became enlightened. I'm wondering if you think there are other enlightened people walking on the earth.
I was talking even before my enlightenment, giving discourses, even when I was 17, 18. And there is every possibility that there may be enlightened people walking around here.
What would you say to that person if you met them?
Just good night. What else you can say at this time?
That's it.
That's it. Good.
One more? Oh, no.
No,
I
not
just meant that one question. I think I'm sorry. Okay. Back to Sheila.
You cannot forget.
I have editors.
Okay.
It's been reported that Sheila has called you one of the most corrupt human beings on earth. Given the American conception of corruption, do you think she has any reason to say that?
I don't know the American conception of corruption. I think corruption is the same whether it is in America or in Germany or in India. And if Sila calls me the most corrupted man in the world, that's a great compliment. In fact, she is habituated to call me the most enlightened man in the world. Now she has to find something else, but the most and the unique still remains in it. Unconsciously, she has put corrupted man in state of enlightened man. But nothing changes. I am still the unique and the most unique man in the world. So just tell her, thanks for your compliment.
This morning we were told that you would be meeting the police at about 2 o'clock today, and then it was canceled. What happened with that? And if it was canceled, is it rescheduled?
Because they were not prepared.
They
are here. I am a spontaneous man, always ready. There is no question of preparation.
Are you going to keep your answer short for them?
No,
That's
not
why they
for
weren't
them.
answered.
They need complete answers. So they have been preparing their questions for 2 days and their questions are not ready. So they have cancelled it. They asked that tomorrow afternoon. So I said, okay, let them prepare their questions well, because I'm going to put their minds right.
And you'll be willing to go to Portland, to court if necessary? Once
If
Sheila's-
it is necessary, I am going to the Supreme Court also.
Okay.
Anywhere, if it is necessary, for my commune's sake, I will go.
If you know People magazine, you know it caters to a desire with the American public for bits of gossip about movie stars and public figures. And I understand you like Zorba the Greek, is that right?
That's right.
What about Star Wars or E.T.? What are your other favorite films? Can you tell me some of your other favorite films?
No. Nobody is comparable to Zorba.
Have you met Anthony Quinn?
No.
No. Okay.
But he seems to be a beautiful man. I have seen his other films also. In Barabbas also he has done tremendously beautiful action. But Zorba represents to me the materialist West, and Buddha represents to me the spiritualist. and I want them to meet and be one. I don't see there is any antagonism or contradiction. So I am Zorba the Buddha, not Zorba the Greek.
Thank you.
Good. Hello.
Lord Juan, I'm Bert Rudman from KOMO-TV in Seattle.
Come here.
Thank you for letting us share a few moments with you. You don't like journalists much, and I wonder
No.
why. I wonder why you keep having these press conferences.
It is not a question of. I like people. I like you. But I don't like journalism.
If you don't like the way in which your work and the work of your disciples have been reported in the national and world media, what is it that we're not telling folks outside of Rajneeshpuram about what you're doing?
Because I'm not in a good health to go out. Hence, out of necessity, I have to use the media.
How are we reporting what you're doing inaccurately? What is it that is wrong with the way in which we're reporting activities down here?
First, the media is not brave enough to report correctly against the government which is doing everything illegal here in this commune, against the commune. Perhaps the media has its vested interests with the government. It is not fair to us. Perhaps we are such a small minority that to be fair to us, you may lose your audience in the Oregonians. So it is not a question of being sincere, authentic, but just to be business-like. So whatsoever reports I see that you are looking from business eyes, not human eyes.
Next Friday, we're trying to arrange with some of your sannyasins to hook up an interview with you by satellite to people in Seattle. We wouldn't be using any journalists then to condense your words or to edit you on tape or in the paper. We'll be able to allow the people in the Puget Sound area a chance to ask you questions and have you respond directly.
That's good.
What do you hope you might be able to tell them? What impression do you think you would like to leave with them, given that medium, given that chance?
Any question, because I don't have any secret to hide from anybody. So whatever they want to ask, they can ask.
What would you like them to know about you?
Anything they want. I should not dictate them that what they should ask me. They should ask out of their own freedom. and I will answer out of my own freedom.
Part of the problem that the public has outside of Rajneeshpuram in understanding what's going on here has to do, of course, as you have suggested, by your own public silence for 3.5 years. We were getting digested information through Sheila and so forth. And now you're speaking, and some of what you say and some of what was said before is contradictory. For example, when you first started speaking, you had a press conference, and the first woman who asked you a question said, "Would you ever be able to get along with your neighbors?" And you said,
you
"Never."
are not putting it rightly. That's what I say.
I'm sorry, the question was from this
Yeah.
woman, "Bhagwan, will you ever be able to get along with your neighbors?"
No, you are not yet right. Remember,
All right. Do you remember exactly what the question was?
the question was, is it possible for you and the commune and your neighbors to coexist? And this is totally different what you are asking.
You responded to that question, "Never."
I said never. And this is where I feel journalists continuously ask me to be short, but they cannot understand short answers. Now what? The journalist immediately moved, and by never I meant that coexistence never, because coexistence simply means hostility continues. But fate has put us together, so what else to do? We go on compiling and holding our hostility, you go on repressing your hostility. This is coexistence. The way America has coexistence with Soviet Union, this is coexistence. I was saying coexistence never. I want one existence. But the journalist did not even wait to hear me that what was my implication. And she must have spread her own interpretation of the word never. I was denying coexistence in favor of one existence. Why coexistence? You don't ask anybody else, you don't ask people of Madras that what about coexisting with Oregon? Then why you ask us? We are part of Oregon. Coexistence is simply out of question. We are one, we are living on this land, we are loving this land, we are making this desert an oasis. Nobody has loved this land the way we have loved this land. For 50 years it was for sale and nobody purchased it, seeing it as a desert. And we purchased it, seeing that it is a desert, it will be a good challenge for us to create an oasis out of it. I don't see why we should think of coexistence. It is one existence. We are Oregonians. It does not matter that you came 50 years before or 100 years before, and we came only 4 years before. years don't count, makes no difference. The governor Atiya comes from outside. He is as foreigner as we are. In fact, in America, who is not a foreigner? Except the Red Indians. Everybody is a foreigner. And in fact, mathematically, we have been here only foreigners for 4 years. You have been here foreigners for 100 years. We are less foreigner than you.
Thank you for clearing that up for me. I've had the opportunity to visit the ranch since you folks came down here in the beginning, and watched you and your health get better, and you look terrific. Your dancing is, instead of going like this, you're now doing one of these things down here, right? You look good up there. And the last time I was down here, in fact, we were doing a story on Sheila, and I asked you at the press conference about Sheila. And I don't particularly remember the answers. I remember the look in your eyes, though, and it was a look of great glee and love and warmth, a lot of twinkle. And Monday night, when you had another press conference, that twinkle about her had gone. And I'm wondering, as a man, as a human being, do you miss her? Do you miss having her around?
Certainly. I miss her. I miss any sannyasin who goes from the commune. It is part of my heart. Whatever they did, that is their problem. But as human beings, I had loved them, I still love them, and I miss them.
I know that you've invited them back to the ranch and would like to help them through some kind of university therapy, and yet by calling in the local law enforcement agencies and giving them all kinds of evidence against Sheila and her gang, by bringing them back, you're putting them in their hands, so to speak, and if they are convicted of the charges which have been leveled against them,
we will fight.
Well, they will be put in jail if they're convicted. And you said this morning that jail is a university of criminology.
Mm-hmm. We will fight for them if they come back. We will not support their criminality. We will not support whatever they have done is wrong, but we will fight that whatever they have done simply signifies that they are psychologically sick people and they should be given to a psychiatric hospital, or you can give them back to us in our own university, we can treat them. Or you think it will be better to send them to other psychiatric place? Send them there. But putting them in jail is simply barbarous. We will fight for that up to the Supreme Court for all those people.
In other words, you're turning them in, turning evidence in against them, and yet...
I am giving, yes, this is the situation. I am giving every evidence against them. And yet, I will try to save their humanity, their dignity, their future. If they come back, if they don't come back, then it is beyond our hands. They need not have escaped. They should have simply told me that this is what we have done. And we would have made them confess to the court clearly, and we would have fought for them. Not that they are not guilty. They are accepting they are guilty. We are accepting they are guilty. But our fight is that the guilty should not be punished, he should be treated. And it would have been an unprecedented case and may have opened a new door for all criminals in the future.
Would you have the same position had Sheila been successful in killing your close aides?
Not right now. Unless she is treated and is cleaned from all dirt that she has collected, she won't have any position. She will have just like any sannyasin, be here and work here.
Why are you confident that this will never happen again in Rajneeshpuram?
Because I am speaking. In 30 years it never happened in India. Because I was speaking and I was in direct contact with the sannyasins and I don't have any power. The situation is the people who have power are separate. The people are connected with me not because I have any power. I have no power at all. My power is of my love, my trust in them. And if I am seeing them every day, then there is no possibility for anybody to exploit the situation. They can ask questions, they can ask everything. If it is going against me, every day morning I am answering their questions. And in front of me, the President Hasya is just a sannyasin as any other sannyasin. Sheila got a special opportunity. I was silent and in isolation. So I was not available to my people. She became my representative. And she started dictating her things in my name. Everything she did was done in my name, and people simply did it because my name was mentioned. They thought it is coming from me. And I was not even aware of it. It was not even told to me. Even in my room, when they bugged it, she told me that they are putting a switch for a buzzer, so that if there is any problem, I can buzz, so the guards above the house know that there is some problem and they can run down. So I said, that's perfectly okay, you can put it. And the whole trick was that inside the switch they put the microphone, and I don't know anything about wires, that what wires they are putting and what is happening. And they managed to put a tape recorder behind in a bathroom for the guards. And it was not for any, I had told that there is no problem. The guards will see anybody, if somebody is going to attack me, they will see first. They are on top of my head, on the roof. I will not see. All the day the curtains are closed. Nobody sees me, neither I see anybody. The buzzer is useless. But she insisted in case. I said, then you can put it. She deceived me and lied to me. I never used the buzzer because there was no need. I never even touched it. It was only when she left, then the people informed that the room is bugged. And then the guards came crying that we were feeling so hurt, but we could not do anything. We thought perhaps it is with your permission.
Have you come up with a joke about this whole situation yet?
Hmm?
Have you come up with a joke about this whole situation with the
Not
electronics?
yet.
Not yet?
But I will come. I will come.
If you'll bear with us just one moment, we'll get some cutaways and then we'll let you
Okay.
go. It's cool in this room. Why do you keep it so cold?
I love cold.
But I'm sitting here with jeans on and 3 layers of, well, it's not wool. Do you have electric underwear or what?
No underwear. But I love cold, and I'm sitting in the same cold every day in my room, so I'm accustomed to it.
You said some pretty incredible things this morning about AIDS and dollar bills and proposing that we get rid of cash. AIDS is a big subject with you. Why is it suddenly this year that you've been starting to talk about it or writing about it, and not well, before when you weren't talking, you certainly weren't passing on the information through Sheila? Why now has it become such a big subject with you?
Because AIDS has become important, and it is becoming important every day. Bigger and bigger a problem to the whole humanity. Perhaps humanity may not need a third world war. AIDS may finish it. It is not a disease because there is no possibility from the scientist's side that there can be any cure for it. Disease means it can be cured, if not today, then tomorrow. Someday we will find some cure. But the opinion of the scientists is that there will be no possible cure for AIDS. The man has simply lost the will to live, and he has become vulnerable